interdependent relationship. That means that both of you all are bosses on your own.
Okay.
When you come together, you know how to sacrifice and compromise. You both are headstrong, but you're able to see that at sometimes somebody has to bend. Somebody has to. You can't fight because you're independent. I'm independent. Okay, we get that, but now we need to come together.
That's a tough one, because when you have two strong people, you really have to be able to step back and let the other person shine, and you really have to be able to use all of your senses.
Yeah.
Because you have to remember to be empathetic. You have to remember to listen, and because as a strong personality, you sometimes want to just take charge and get things done and do things, but you have to remember to pull back and share that responsibility. So that's a tough one for two really strong, dominant personalities together, but it can definitely be done.
A balance. Mm-hmm. It has to be a balance.
The power couple.
Oh, yes.
There it is.
So we're going to switch gears. Those were some of the romantic. Well, let me go back.
Okay.
Because yesterday we talked about situationships. And someone asked about what is a situationship, and is it toxic, is it bad? This is a relationship where neither one of you all have a title. You're not my girlfriend, you're not my boyfriend, you're not mine. We just meet every now and then and hang out or do whatever.
Okay. So that's a situationship.
Yes, there's no title. But
so in a situationship, are there rules that you have to follow?
I was about to ask you. Are there rules?
You have to tell me about the situationship. Well, I do not know.
I think some of the rules are. I think I'm just guessing. I think you don't post each other on social media, right? But you all just kind of know you got a thing going on. I personally, I can't do situationships. Well, I'm not going to say I can't do. At one point, I think I was in a situationship, but I thought
but not intentionally.
Right. I thought I was in a situationship, and the other person thought we were in a relationship.
Oh, okay. So that's another thing. You have to make sure that you're in the same ship.
Oh, okay.
If you're,
Yes, 2020. Make sure you're in the same ship or whatever ship you're trying to be in.
Yes.
Because you've also had people call you their friend, and you're like, now wait.
Right. This is not what friendship is, right?
Like, we just met maybe twice, and now, because you can't, and that's for your protection too. You can't call everybody your friend.
Right. Those are acquaintanceships.
That's it.
Yes.
So that means that we know each other, but not on an intimate level of a friendship. We haven't deep dived into anything.
You haven't built that relationship to the point of being in a friendship.
I believe that if you're out there and then you're still doing situationships going into 2020, you might want to just start over. Okay,
right.
It's a new year. Say, hey, I know that I kind of sort of, because some people get in things that they didn't really agree to. It just kind of happens, and you just say, well, it's not working for me. I need to know what we are or what we are not, so that I can move forward.
And that's a good point. In any type of ship that you're in, you want to make sure that you're on the same page with that person, and that what you're expecting from that ship is not different than what the other person is expecting. It just saves everybody a lot of trouble and headache and heartache.
Oh, yes.
And heartbreak and things like that. If you kind of, regardless of how serious the ship is, or just if it's just a fun ship. If you know from the jump what type of ship you're getting on board, then there's no animosity if something goes awry and it doesn't work out, because you knew from the beginning what type of ship you were in. And if you decide, well, this is not the ship that I want to be in anymore, then you're, welcome to get off and go to the next port.
I was just about to say that. Ladies and gentlemen, you are free to change your mind at any time.
Anytime.
Anytime you want to. This is not working out for me. This is not what I thought it was going to be. you know, sometimes we agree to things and it's just not it. It's not it at all.
And that is a good point, because sometimes we feel like we've started this and we got to see it through, even though everything that's happening tells you that this is not going in the right direction, that it is not good, it is not good for you, but you still, because you've committed to it, you've decided that I'm going to keep trying and I'm going to keep going, and it's almost kind of like the leadership in you. You want to try and make it work because you've already committed yourself to saying, hey, this is what I'm going to do. But sometimes it's okay to take a step back and say, okay, so maybe what I thought is not actually how this should be. So I'm going to take a few steps back and recalculate the direction of my ship. So I will see you mañana.
I love that. Give yourself the option to just let go.
Yes.
And that's what I was going to ask you. When is it okay? Is it just okay whenever you decide? Do you need to have a talk with this person first?
Yes. I mean, we got to be considerate in all of the ships. And remember, you're dealing with people. Treat people how you want to be treated.
Yep.
So definitely make sure that you have the conversation. And it doesn't have to be a long, drawn-out conversation. And you can get as detailed or undetailed as you want, but at least give them the opportunity to know from you that you've decided to move on, or you've decided this is not the direction you want to go in. Don't let them hear from somebody else that y'all are not together anymore. I mean,
I don't like that.
That just does not work. So
like
just
that.
be kind to one another. Be kind to everybody, and just give someone that little bit of respect and say, hey, I think you're a wonderful person, but this just doesn't work for me. You don't have to get very detailed with it, because again, you're in charge of you. No one else is. Just depending on which ship you're on, you can get more detailed, and you can even explain things, and because there might be something happening on that with that other person that they weren't aware of that could help them the future.
That's true.
So definitely.
And I did hear you touch on a little bit about leadership. That's another ship.
Leadership.
So we are trying to raise up leaders all the time, right? And to be a good leader or in a leadership position, you have to listen to the people that are following you. You can't be a dictatorship. That's totally different. To be a leader and take charge of something, be consistent on something, you have to listen to the people around you.
Absolutely.
Because then it changes course when you're just, I'm doing it this way because of. So touch on that for me.
So I definitely believe that you do not want to confuse dictatorship and leadership. Definitely dictatorship is I, and that doesn't work. In leadership, it's about you and a team, or whatever the case may be, and you being the motivator. You can lead them and guide them and move them toward a common goal. Not just a goal that you set, but a common goal that you and your team have come together and decided that that's the direction we want to go in. I definitely feel that if you do that, you will definitely get more help, more opportunities, and just feel better about the leadership role, because you're not fighting and battling because it's you against them. Now you're working together, and this, when you're rowing, everybody has to row in the same direction.
Yes.
And you cannot row alone, because you will go in a circle with one oar rowing that way. So that is not what we do. You get in that boat or that ship, and everybody goes in the same direction, and it makes the course so much easier.
It does.
And you get there a lot faster than if you're doing it by yourself and just having to tow people along with you.
Because guess what? Miss Gwen said last night, if you're winning, then I'm winning.
Yes, everybody is winning.
Everybody is winning. So
everybody
that's a
is
form
winning.
of leadership. When you're winning, your team is winning, your friends are, you just exude that, and you want to be out in front, not for self, but because you have people that you're trying to touch and bring up from the rear. That goes back to what we were talking about, sending the elevator back down.
Yes.
For people, once you've reached a certain point in your life, it's okay to help others. And leaders see that. It's okay to help others. For me, I try to, as much as I would like to is to stay backstage or stay hidden somewhere until the show is over, until it's done, and then I come out. I am pulled out, even though internally I'm an introvert, like I don't want to be. But there are certain things in our life we have to be because other people's lives are attached to our lives.
Absolutely.
And if we don't move in our calling, then they can't move in theirs. So some people are called to leadership, and you always see those people, the good ones, bring their team up with them. And I love that.
Absolutely. And we are so thankful that you joined us today for our special talk on all of the ships and the many different ships that you can board, and may they enhance your travel and not derail it. Yes. Make sure that you're on the right ship, set sail, and get to that destination because you are great. Again, this is Gwendolyn B.
And I'm Rashonda J.
And you are listening to Glow Get It. Please join us next Sunday at 12 noon on 106.3 or www.kyheartmedia.com. You can reach us at glowgetit.life@gmail.com. We would love to hear from you. And we hope you have a wonderful holiday.
Yes.
Much love.
Yes.
From the Glow Getters. Remember, you are more than enough. So make up your mind. Are you going to be good or unforgettable?